Hi, how are ya? Today I'm here to give you a little series called Yoga for the Back. Um, Thank you so much for coming back, by the way, and joining me. And thank you so much to Leah for organizing this whole event. It's been so awesome. Yoga for the Back has arisen because my partner, my dear Michael, has a really bad back. And throughout the years of being in love and living with this wonderful man who has terrible back pain and really, he has a condition called ankylosing spondylitis. So this is arthritis of the spine. When your spine, the joints of your spine kind of start to fuse together. It's not good. So I really want you to know that I have a lot of compassion for people that have back pain. I've only struggled with like short periods of time with back pain, and I only know secondhand about what it's like to be chronic with back pain, and I just, my heart goes out to you guys, and I want to do everything I can to help. So here's what I do. I'll give you some tools that I like to use. I use with my yoga students and my singers, and I'll just see if you find something here that helps you, okay? So let's start. I begin with 2 balls, either these Chuck It dog balls that you can get at the dollar store, or you can get them at the pet store, or some people like to use something firmer, and so you can use a lacrosse ball. And here in Canada you can get lacrosse balls at Canadian Tire, but you probably be able to get it at a sporting goods store, or even maybe Walmart might have them. Okay, or Target, who knows. So today, for this little experiment, what I'm gonna do is start, and I know you think, okay, my back is bad, I'm really scared, I don't wanna do this, Barb, because I'm gonna hurt myself. Oh, should I stretch my back? Let's not stretch the back. Let's not go there, okay? Let's stretch everything else, and let's see if the back gets better from what we do, okay? This is my theory. So I will start with a very gentle release around the tailbone. 2 balls, and you're gonna take the 2 balls and you're gonna put it right, I will show you, and I'm flashing you with my butt, right on either side of your tailbone. It's gonna be lower than you think, okay? I'm not talking, here are the pockets of your jeans, and then here is your tailbone. I'm pointing right down at my bum, aren't I? But that's where, right beside there, there's muscles. And I want you to put those balls there, and I want you to lay on them. So let's do that, okay? So you're gonna lift your hips, whoop, tuck them under, and you're gonna put your hips down on those, or your pelvis down, and then you're gonna lie down. And I like it with the arms, palms facing down, elbows slightly bent, like this. So I don't go like this, I like to go like this, because what it does is it encourages the ribs to fall a little bit this way. Okay, so what it's gonna do, you have the balls. Again, if you were here and I was watching you, I would probably say, I want you to lift your hips up, and I would probably want to scooch them up or scooch them down, and they're pretty close together. They're not far apart like this, they're there, okay? So it's like there's like some muscles right beside the tailbone, and what it's doing is it's causing your pelvis, your pubic bone, to lift this way, and your hip bones to fall this way. And you can see, like, obviously singers, we all know our bodies really well. Our singing teachers are always asking us, and we're always asking of ourselves, space and the width of our back to breathe. So if we're narrow and our butt is, there's my dog, if our butt's sticking out and we close our back, we're not gonna have a nice deep breath. But if we let the pubic bone lift, draw the hips in, lengthen, I've got lots of space for a deep breath, and so I'm just gonna lie here and shut up for a second. Okay. And you can stay there, like you can put these balls underneath your tailbone and you can stay there and lie down on the carpet for like 3 minutes. At first it might be a little bit too intense. So now I'm gonna bend my knees, I'm gonna take the balls out, I'm gonna bring my hips down on the ground and I'm gonna lie down straight. And then when I lie down, say just in the Savasana, the supine position, I want you to notice. What do you feel? What's different? Do you feel like your bones are like sinking down into the ground a little bit more? Do you feel like everything relaxed a little bit in your spine, that your spine wasn't so jacked up? Good job, friend. That's what we want. So here we go. Now, I know you don't want to get up, do you? You're comfy. Okay, so fine, we won't. We're gonna take the 2 balls and we're gonna go underneath the bra line. You know where your bra line is? Right there, honey. And for guys, it's just below the shoulder blades, but I'm pretty sure most guys know where a bra strap is. Guess why? Well, we won't go there today. It's a family show. Okay, so here I am. I've got the tennis balls underneath my bra strap. And what it's doing, you can see how it's basically a little acupressure point on either side of the spine. Again, they're close together, they're not far apart, they're on the erector muscles. Hey, Maggie, you make a better door than a window. Hey, you make a better door than a window. Classic dog, right? So you get the picture. Once you do that, you're going to do, oh, the Kong fell in the water. You take the balls out again and you realize that there's been a whole bunch of tension there between your shoulder blades, and all of a sudden it drops and your ribs are open and you can breathe. And you feel like $1,000,000. And you think to yourself, where has this Barbie towel been my whole life? Why did I not know her? Why am I just finding out about it now? Oh, and the dog stole the ball, obviously. Classic, right? Okay. 2 more exercises. No, 3. Okay. Number 1, when we have the sore, tight back and our back is so painful and we just can't even bear it, super easy. Stretching out the hips. First thing you're gonna do, you're gonna take a squishy something and you're gonna put your knee on that there. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this other leg and I'm gonna step it forward. And I wanna take my pelvis, and if my pelvis is sinking back this way because my hip flexors are tight, my back is tight, I'm gonna bring my pelvis underneath me. So I'm gonna do one of those there. I'm gonna tuck it under like there's nobody's business. Can you even see me? You can see the dog, you can't see me. Let's get the camera going. This is a problem. Amateur production. Okay, so there we go. You're gonna stretch your hip flexor. I like to tuck my toe under because I get a little bit more stretch there. And then I'm gonna gently, hands on my hips, hip bones, lean forward. Okay, I already feel a stretch. Okay, as long as my pelvis is tucked. If I sink into that, no, ain't gonna happen. I gotta keep it like that. Will I ever stop? No. 2 things you can do. You can reach back. You can touch the heel. You can do this. My preference would be 1 hand on the thigh, this arm, same arm, leg down, up and over. Getting a nice long stretch in that whole side. Got it? Good. You can do that. Hold it for 30 seconds. Oh, sorry, I was right on your leg. I was right on your tail. Knee goes here, leg goes here. Is this here or is it here? Ah, you're right. I got that. Hands on the hips, a little bit of a lean. Really tight hip flexors, right? Those hip flexors have to work so hard. especially if we're sitting around, if we do a lot of running. I'm going to take my arm up and over, just like that. Now you're thinking, why am I stretching my hips? Why am I stretching my hips if my back is the problem? Guess what? It's this whole back posterior chain that we're protecting like that with our tight muscles here and our tight muscles here, and everything is jacked up. We don't want to overstretch these muscles, so we're going to go down here and we're going to stretch there. Does that make sense? Did I make sense? Am I just making this up as I go along? Is this my first time? No, I've done this before. So here we go. Hand comes down and kneeling down. Now, since I'm kneeling, what I'm going to do is, give me that. I'm going to do a pigeon. A pigeon pose is super easy. So this leg, for now, I'm going to keep it bent. This knee, I'm going to slide it forward. You're going to bring your hands down. Now, watch me. I'm going to take this opposite foot, the one that's forward, I'm going to swing it in front. So it's almost underneath my hip bone. And see how this leg is starting to straighten? So I'm going to just let it do that. And there it goes. Now, you might not get this far. This is pigeon. So you see people do this all the time. This might be fine for you. You might want to bring your elbows down. The bendy ones will want to bring their heads down, and then they'll bring the chest down. Or maybe you're here. Or maybe you think, no way, Barb. And you want to put block under your butt on that side, on the opposite side. So you can do that. Okay, so that's pigeon. And I want you to do that as maybe twice a day. Okay? 1 minute on one side, 1 minute on the other side. And we're going to switch it. We're going to do the other side. Okay? So I'm back and I'm kneeling. Just like that. And then this leg slides forward. And then this leg slides back. And then guess what? I'm going to flip this foot that way. And then this leg starts to straighten. I'm going to scooch. See how I'm scooching with my foot? Back. That's it. There you go. You're in pigeon. If I want, if I was a friend, I'd come and I'd tuck a block underneath your hip. If I was a real friend, I'd let you bring your elbows down. The bendy ones, they love to do this. What can I say? That's pigeon pose. So you have 3 stretches so far. You've got your tennis balls, no, 4. Tennis balls under the tailbone, tennis balls underneath your brow line, hip flexor stretch kneeling with a squishy thing underneath your knee, and a pigeon pose. So we're going to come back up this way. And now, I'll give you one more, just because I love you. Let's do this. It's going to bring our, I like it when you're sitting on something, because your hips are higher and then your legs are going down. Makes my job easier. So let's do this. Let the legs butterfly out. You can stretch one leg out. Okay? You're going to take your little spider fingers, and you're going to walk your spider fingers down your leg. Down, down, down. You can even keep this leg bent. Let's say it's bent. Okay? And you're going to let your chest come down to your leg. And you're going to let your head go down, and you're going to hold it there. If you're really bendy, yeah, sure, you can straighten your leg. But all I'm asking you for is a stretch in the hamstring. Okay? So there you are. I can feel it. And then I'm going to come walking back up. I'm going to switch sides. I'm going to stretch this leg out straight. Oh, she's got the other ball. She's got that ball. This leg is straight, this leg is bent. Hands, I'm walking them down. I'm letting my head drop. I'm here. I'm going to stay there and listen to the relaxing sounds of helicopters flying overhead or airplanes, whatever. And I'm going to come back up. Bring my blocks out. At the end of your yoga session, you can like it when people, especially with people with lower back pains, they're gonna lie on their side. They can bring their hand on their block and just lie down and relax for a few minutes at the end. Take some nice deep breaths. Get up when you feel like it. Drink lots and lots of water just to flush out toxins and stay really well hydrated. And again, it's been my absolute pleasure to teach you today and to engage in all this beautiful collaboration with these amazing classical singers. If you have any questions, I can leave a link to my website, and you can also just find me on Facebook or Instagram. On Instagram, I'm Barbie Towel, so at BARBIETOWELL, and on Facebook, I'm Barbara Towel. Okay, so thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk soon.